Hi dear friends, good morning. Welcome back to the second part on the discussion of the theorem Cauchy-Hadamard formula. In the first part we have discussed that the given power series converges for all mod z minus a less than r. For all z satisfying mod z minus a less than r, the series converges absolutely. Now also we stated that it also satisfies the condition if mod z minus a greater than r, the terms of the power series become unbounded and the series diverges. And also we have if 0 less than r less than the given number r, then the series converges uniformly. We have already proved the first part. Our aim is to prove if mod z minus a greater than r, then the terms becomes unbounded and the series is divergence. And the third condition, for any number r less than, strictly less than the given number r, the series converges uniformly on all z satisfying mod z less than or equal to r. And the given number r is called the radius of convergence of the power series. This formula 1 by r is equal to limit sub mod a n power 1 by n is called Cauchy-Hadamard formula. What's the third conditions actually saying? We have given a point A. If we consider a circle of radius r, and here we are letting the number small r is strictly less than r. That means this number r can be any number of radius less than capital R, that is the given quantity. Then the series converges uniformly on set of all z such that mod z less than or equal to r. If r equal to r, we cannot conclude. If r is strictly less than r, that means all the points lies inside this disk, this circle, the given series is uniformly convergent. Now our aim is to prove the second case. We have already proved the first case, mod z minus a less than r, then the series converges absolutely in the part 1. Now we are proving if mod z minus a greater than r, the terms of the series becomes unbounded and the terms becomes unbounded, therefore sums goes to infinity, therefore the series is diverges. Now we can prove the second case. We have to prove the second case. What's the second case saying? Our claim, if mod z minus a greater than r, the power series summation n equal to 0 to infinity a n z minus a whole power n is divergent. As in the first case, assume a equal to 0. The consequence of letting a equal to 0 have discussed in the first part. Assume a equal to 0. Then what will be our claim? If mod z greater than r, the series summation n equal to 0 to infinity a n z power n is divergent. That is our claim. Now let mod z greater than r. Mod z is a real number, r is another real number. Then by denseness property of real numbers, in between every two real number there will be another real number. That is, then there exists a real number, some r such that mod z greater than r is greater than the given quantity capital R. By denseness property of real numbers. I am letting it to be some 1. What about these two numbers? R is greater than capital R, the given quantity R. If we take in the reciprocal, the inequality will be reversed and we will get 1 will implies 1 by R is less than capital 1 by R. I am letting it as number 2. And what about 1 by R? 1 by R is defined by limit sup mod a n power 1 by n, and the limit sup mod a n power 1 by n is equal to limit n tending to infinity supremum of this set mod a n power 1 by n mod a n plus 1 whole power 1 by n plus 1 etc. by the definition of limit supremum. Here 1 by R is strictly less than 1 by R. That means we have two numbers. One is 1 by R and another one is 1 by R. The limit of supremum of this set is capital 1 by R. Therefore, if we consider a neighborhood around the given number 1 by capital R, there will be infinitely many terms of this set. Supremum of this set is some number and the limit of that set, the limit of that number is 1 by R. By definition of limit, if we considering the limit of that sequence, there are infinitely many terms around that neighborhood, and by definition of supremum, there are infinitely many terms less than that number. Therefore, if we consider 1 by R, by definition of limit supremum, there are infinitely many terms in the left side of 1 by R. That means approaching to 1 by R. Hence, by the definition of limit supremum, we get there exists infinitely many mod a n power 1 by n satisfying 1 by R is less than mod a n power 1 by n by definition of limit supremum. That is, we have 1 by R is less than mod a n power 1 by n for infinitely many terms n. If we take in the nth power on both sides, what about we get 1 by R whole power n will be less than mod a n, and multiplying mod z power n on both sides into mod z power n, that will implies mod z power n divided by R power n is less than mod a n mod z power n, and mod z power n is mod z power n is equal to mod of z power n, that will implies mod z by R whole power n is less than mod a n z power n. Here mod a into mod b equal to mod ab, mod z power n is mod z mod of z power n. Therefore, mod an into mod of z power n is mod an z power n. What is we get? Mod an z power n is greater than mod z by r whole power n. And we have chosen mod z such that mod z is greater than r. That will implies mod z by r will be greater than 1. Therefore, mod z by r will be greater than 1. This term goes to infinity. That means the terms of the series summation an z power n is unbounded and hence the series diverges. That therefore the summation an z power n is divergent, hence the claim. Therefore, we proved the second part, that is, if mod z minus a greater than r, the terms of the series becomes unbounded and the series diverges. Now, our last aim is to prove that if 0 less than r less than capital R, the series converges uniformly on all z satisfying mod z less than or equal to r. Before proving this result, third result, I am stating another result that helps us to prove the condition 3. Therefore, I am stating another result. The result says that if Fn is a sequence of functions defined on a set E satisfying the condition modulus of Fn of x less than or equal to Mn for every x belongs to that set, then the result says that the series summation Fn converges uniformly on E if the series Mn converges. That means if the sequence of terms of the sequence is bounded by a sequence and the series associated with this sequence is converges, then the series summation Fn converges uniformly on the given set E. This result is called Weierstrass M test. I mentioned this result is just because of we use this result to prove the third condition. So now we can prove the third condition. What is the third part says? If 0 less than r less than r, then the series converges uniformly on set of all z satisfying mod z less than or equal to r. Therefore, our claim is to prove if 0 less than r less than r and mod z less than or equal to r, we need to prove the series converges on this set of all z satisfying mod z less than or equal to r. For proving this claim, first of all, we need to let 0 less than r less than r. Therefore, let 0 less than r less than r. Look at these two quantities. R is a real number and the given quantity capital R is another real number. Then by denseness property of real numbers, in between these two real numbers there will be another real number. That means then there exists a real number rho such that R is less than rho less than capital R. As similar before, if we take in the reciprocal of these two numbers, what we'll get? This inequality will be changed and we will get, that will implies 1 by R is less than 1 by rho. What about 1 by R? We have 1 by r is less than 1 by rho. 1 by r is equal to, we are given limit sup mod an power 1 by n, and 1 by rho is a quantity greater than 1 by r, and which is equal to limit supremum of a sequence is defined by limit of supremum of the set mod an power 1 by n mod an plus 1 whole power 1 by n plus 1 mod an plus 2 whole power 1 by n plus 2, and so on. Supremum of this set, that's limit is 1 by r by definition of limit supremum. And we have 1 by rho. If supremum of this set is 1 by rho, what will we get? We will get limit n tending to infinity. Supremum of this set is 1 by rho, and limit n tending to infinity 1 by rho equal to 1 by rho. We have already given that limit supremum of this set is 1 by r, that is will implies 1 by r equal to 1 by rho equal to capital 1 by r. That contradicts to our assumptions that 1 by r is strictly less than 1 by rho. That means 1 by rho is not the supremum of this set. Then by definition of supremum, what we will get? Supremum of a set 1 by rho, we have 1 by rho. 1 by rho is not the supremum of this set. That means 1 by rho is not the least upper bound. 1 by rho is not the least upper bound of this set. Therefore, all the terms in this set will be less than 1 by rho. All the terms in this set will be less than 1 by rho. Then we can conclude that there exists a natural number capital N such that mod an power 1 by n is less than 1 by rho for all every n greater than or equal to some capital N. We have stated that all the terms of this sequence, here capital N is some small n, then n plus 1, n plus 2, etc. All the terms of this set will be less than 1 by rho, since 1 by rho is not the supremum of this set, since 1 by r is less than 1 by rho. We have already discussed in the first part. In the first part, we have formed that 1 by r is less than 1 by capital R is less than 1 by small r. Then we will get, by definition of limit supremum, there are so many terms satisfying this condition. Here, instead of 1 by rho, we have formed, instead of 1 by r, we have get 1 by rho. That means mod an whole power 1 by n less than 1 by rho for a very n greater than or equal to n. I am letting this as equation A. In the first part, from here, we have taken some arrangements and proved by comparison test the series is convergent. Here we need to prove the series is uniformly convergent on set of all z satisfying mod z less than or equal to r. We have already assumed 0 less than r is less than r. Now we want to prove that the series converges uniformly on this set. Therefore, to prove, we need to consider the second argument. That means we have to consider z satisfying mod z less than or equal to r. That is, we have to let mod z less than or equal to r. I am writing this as some equation B. If we multiply the inequality A and B, what about we get? Mod an whole power 1 by n into the left hand side of this is mod z less than, multiplying the right hand side, we will get r by rho, which will implies taking the nth power on both sides, we will get mod an into mod z whole power n less than r by rho whole power n. That will implies mod an, mod z power n can be written as mod of z power n, and mod a into mod b is equal to mod ab. Therefore, this can be written as mod an z power n is less than r by rho whole power n. What about r and rho? R and rho satisfies the condition r less than rho. Therefore, r by rho is less than 1. R by rho is less than 1. If r by rho is less than 1, what about the series summation r by rho whole power n is convergent? What's our Weierstrass M test says? The sequence of terms can be bounded by a sequence mn. We have mod an z power n is bounded by r by rho whole power n, and summation mn, summation r by rho whole power n is convergent since r by rho less than 1. Then the series summation fn, here fn is an, in the place of fn here is an z power n. Therefore, we have concluded that from here, therefore, summation an z power n is converges uniformly on, in the place of E, the set here is set of all z satisfying mod z less than or equal to r by Weierstrass M test. Therefore, we have proved the three results, that is, first one is for all z satisfying mod z minus a less than r, the series converges absolutely, and the second one, for all z satisfying mod z minus a greater than r, the series is divergent, and the third one, for all r satisfying this condition, the series converges uniformly on that set. That means we can find a circle of convergence, and inside of that disk, all points lies inside that circle of convergence. That means inside the disk, the series converges uniformly, and this number 1 by r is equal to limit sup mod an power 1 by n is called Cauchy-Hadamard formula. Okay, we are completed the theorem. Let's wind up this session. Thank you.